He was supposed to testify, and then now this. So what exactly happened?
Just an amazing fall from grace, and so many people wondering where their money is.
Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it.
It's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency.
Shocking scenes have emerged, capturing what appears to be a moment of real panic from Floyd Mayweather following unexpected reports of a bankruptcy declaration. The man once known for unmatched confidence now finds himself under intense scrutiny as questions swirl about his financial reality. In response, Mayweather delivered a striking message, saying, "Legacy doesn't feed your kids, money does," making it clear that his focus has always been on building generational wealth rather than just reputation. But as the spotlight intensifies, that statement hits differently. The same champion who built his image on luxury, dominance, and endless wealth is now facing growing uncertainty about his financial future and whether that empire can truly stand the test of time.
It's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency. I believe in building generational wealth. That's what's important to me. Generational wealth. My kids will be great because I will push them to be great. Not in boxing, just in business. Whatever they want to do, I will always push them to be great.
Floyd Mayweather has pushed back against the criticism, saying it's often people around him who are quick to label him broke the moment he makes a move. He argues that the narrative gets flipped no matter what he does. When it comes to exhibition fights, Floyd insists they are part of a calculated plan, not a sign of financial trouble. In his view, these appearances are strategic opportunities, but critics misinterpret them as desperation. According to him, the negativity isn't new. He believes the backlash tends to grow whenever he's succeeding, suggesting that the criticism is driven more by jealousy than reality.
But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I'm not here to talk about no one else's pockets because I got to where I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50-0. Because my thing was always, I didn't care what nobody else was doing. I had to focus on me and my family.
Jake Paul didn't hold back, making a bold claim that Floyd Mayweather is actually broke, arguing that most people just haven't realized it yet. He suggested that the flashy lifestyle on display is nothing more than a smokescreen, masking a reality where the money isn't coming in like it once did, according to Jake. It's only a matter of time before that truth becomes impossible to ignore.
Jake, now, did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it. And then the IRS comes hunting him down later. He owes a lot of people I know money. And Logan's deep down on that list, so I don't know if Logan's ever going to get paid.
Logan Paul recently stirred more controversy by claiming that investors tied to his exhibition fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. were never fully paid. According to Logan, these backers expected returns from the event, but were left waiting, which ultimately pushed them toward legal action. If true, this situation adds another layer of concern around Mayweather's financial dealings, not just about spending habits, but about honoring business agreements. Situations like this tend to damage trust quickly, especially in high-profile ventures where multiple parties are involved at the same time. It's worth keeping a balanced view here. Claims like these often come from one side, and financial disputes in boxing promotions can be complex, involving contracts, revenue splits, and delayed payouts rather than outright refusal. Still, when you stack this alongside other rumors, lawsuits, tax issues, and public criticism, it definitely fuels the growing narrative that Mayweather's business side might not be as solid as his legendary boxing career.
On his investment, and sure enough, he didn't get his initial investment back. He's strung along. He gets like $100K here and there, strung along, not getting paid.
Logan Paul has taken things a step further by openly questioning the financial integrity of Floyd Mayweather Jr. He didn't just mention unpaid investors. He also claimed that Mayweather owes money to multiple parties, including sellers in Dubai, hinting that the issues might be bigger than what's publicly known. Logan also expressed personal frustration, saying he himself wasn't fully paid for their exhibition fight, despite the event generating massive revenue. From his perspective, delays like this don't just look like business complications. They raise serious concerns about reliability and financial management. Now, here's the real talk. Boxing promotions, especially exhibition fights, are often messy behind the scenes. Payments can be delayed due to disputes over pay-per-view numbers, contract terms, or revenue splits. So while Logan's claims are attention-grabbing, they don't automatically prove financial collapse. But when multiple accusations, unpaid investors, delayed payouts, alleged debts start stacking up, it definitely shapes public perception. Whether it's reality or exaggeration, the narrative forming around Mayweather right now is shifting from Money Mayweather to someone constantly defending his financial reputation.
$1 billion throughout his entire career, but now he's being accused of being broke. This accusation comes from Logan Paul, who fought Floyd Mayweather 1 year ago, which was one of the biggest fights in all of history, selling over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But Floyd Mayweather was paid the majority of the money, when it was reported he made $100 million off the fight. For Logan Paul, who handled all the marketing, it's not the same where he hasn't been paid one penny. That's because every single dollar made went through Floyd Mayweather's company. Logan Paul said despite them having a contract, he's owed $5 million by Floyd Mayweather that he's just not paying him. Logan Paul, along with his brother Jake Paul, have bashed Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being broke. Which Floyd Mayweather is undeniably a pretty bad guy, where he went to jail for 2 months for domestic battery. Floyd Mayweather has been accused of domestic abuse by over half a dozen women, including his ex-wife. And it was confirmed in court by his son when he was just 10 years old. But Floyd Mayweather took offense to being called broke and said he makes $300 million a month. Which is a complete joke because it would mean he has more cash coming in than Bill Gates. And Logan Paul said if Mayweather doesn't pay soon, he's taking him to court. But who knows, maybe Mayweather's money is just a show.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced ongoing scrutiny over reports that he owes roughly $22 million in unpaid taxes to the Internal Revenue Service. For someone who earned hundreds of millions throughout his boxing career, such a large tax liability has raised serious questions about how his finances are being managed. While Mayweather has previously claimed that he made substantial payments, reportedly around $26 million, to address these obligations, the situation has continued to fuel speculation about his financial stability. It's important to understand that owing taxes doesn't necessarily mean someone is broke, especially at that level of wealth. But repeated issues with tax authorities often signal deeper financial pressure. When combined with his lavish lifestyle, unpredictable income from exhibition fights, and ongoing controversies, these reports contribute to a growing perception that Mayweather's financial situation may not be as solid as it once appeared.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating, because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But man, hey man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there, because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But man, stay tuned for that next video.
Facing criticism for continuing exhibition fights, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has pushed back by explaining that these matches are not about desperation, but strategy. According to him, exhibition bouts give him the opportunity to connect with a new generation of fans while still showcasing his elite skills, without taking on the physical risks that come with official professional fights. He presents these events as entertainment-driven performances rather than competitive necessities, allowing him to stay relevant, earn significant income, and protect his long-term health at the same time.
My talent and give people just a glimpse of, you know, what I was doing when I was at the height of my career. You know, when I was at the pinnacle of my career. You know, so just Being able to just travel the world and put on shows, put on exhibition bouts, and still sell out arenas, it's a great feeling. But you know, the fans love it. Now, I truly believe if I took a lot of abuse in the sport of boxing throughout my career, then I probably wouldn't still be doing the exhibitions or putting on boxing showcases. But I didn't really take no abuse in the sport of boxing, so I feel like I can continue to go out there, have fun, and put on shows throughout the world.
In a recent interview, Floyd Mayweather Jr. explained why exhibition bouts have become such an attractive option for him financially. He pointed out that while traditional professional fights could bring in around $20 million, exhibition events have the potential to generate close to $100 million, making them significantly more profitable after retirement. From his perspective, these matches offer a way to stay active in the spotlight while maximizing earnings with far less physical risk than stepping back into official competition.
Everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Imagine playing basketball and getting 40 million for a fucking preseason game. That's real money.
And I get all mine up front.
Despite Mayweather's explanations, public perception remains divided. Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to face criticism from those who believe his exhibition fights are driven mainly by financial incentives rather than genuine love for the sport. Critics argue that his ongoing appearances in boxing-related events suggest a focus on maintaining income streams after retirement, rather than purely staying connected to competition or entertaining fans. While supporters view these exhibitions as smart business and entertainment, skeptics interpret them as a sign that financial motivation plays a central role in his decisions.
I've said this shit for years. I think I think he needs some money, and I think that's why he's fighting. Ever since the Logan Paul fight,
when you Floyd, you don't need money.
You don't know what his finances are. This dude has gambling problems. This guy is.
Whoa. Do you have any fucking link to back up that ridiculous claim that he has gambling problems?
Not gambling problems, but he gambles heavily. Yes, there is. He posts it all the time.
Okay, do you have any fucking any links to back up that he loses?
Well, you don't know that he doesn't. All I know is that he's doing shit.
My point is, until there are links
there's
stating
no
that Floyd Mayweather gambling has put him in debt. Like,
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So what? I mean, you're the one that said gambling problem. You said gambling problem and needs money.
I think it's a mix between the way he lives his life, the money that he spends, and all the other things that go into it.
You're insinuating a lot. You don't know.
And I've always thought that.
You don't know his finances.
To take these fights, I'll continue.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has recently been linked to speculation surrounding his business interactions, including his promotion and handshake with Mag David Adams. Some observers interpreted this involvement as being influenced by financial motivations, suggesting that his current business decisions are being viewed more critically due to ongoing rumors about his finances. At the same time, past tensions with 50 Cent have also resurfaced in discussions, particularly claims regarding an alleged $2 million debt. Reports have suggested that this unpaid amount contributed to a breakdown in their friendship, adding another layer to the long-running public disputes between the two. While these stories continue to circulate, it's important to note that many of these claims remain part of public speculation and media narratives, often shaped by personal conflicts and ongoing rivalries rather than fully verified financial details.
The hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
He changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
As he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. There's no seal. It's not incorporated. It's just
a name.
Yeah. When he says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together,
put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money? He acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man. Do you think Floyd Mayweather scammed?
Oscar de la Hoya has reflected on the rise of Floyd Mayweather Jr., suggesting that the Money Mayweather persona truly began taking shape after their iconic clash. According to him, before that fight, Mayweather was already talented but earning relatively modest purses compared to what came later. The bout with de la Hoya marked a turning point, both financially and in terms of global attention. It significantly boosted Mayweather's earning power, expanded his audience, and helped transform him into one of the highest-paid athletes in sports history. From that moment on, his career trajectory shifted dramatically, laying the foundation for the massive wealth and global brand he would later build.
Before Mayweather fought me, he was making $2-3 million on my undercards. After beating me, Mayweather becomes Money Mayweather, and he becomes this global superstar. I think we sold 2-point-something million homes. I believe he made something like $8 million all said and done.
And what did you make all said and done in that fight?
I had to be closer to 80.
You made 80 million, he made 8 million. So the negotiation was 90-10?
Sometimes fighters don't understand negotiating the...
Oscar de la Hoya has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for continuing to take part in exhibition bouts against opponents who, in his view, are far below Mayweather's skill level. He described these matchups as embarrassing for a fighter of his legacy and questioned the value they bring to boxing as a sport. De la Hoya also suggested that these appearances are driven primarily by financial incentives, implying that money rather than competition is the main motivation behind Mayweather's continued involvement in such events.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
In 2021, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and rapper Tigger were reportedly linked to a luxury deal involving high-end watches and jewelry sourced through Miami jeweler Leonard Selianoff, according to claims. Both Mayweather and Tigger made upfront payments through a watch broker as part of the transaction to secure exclusive, high-value pieces. The situation was widely discussed in luxury and entertainment circles, adding another layer to ongoing conversations about Mayweather's spending habits and business dealings in the high-end fashion and jewelry market.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheap.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to project an image of extreme wealth and luxury despite ongoing rumors and controversies surrounding his finances. Recently, he reportedly made headlines after being linked to a $42 million real estate purchase, a move that immediately sparked widespread discussion online and in the media. While individuals facing financial pressure might typically scale back their spending, Mayweather appears to reinforce his well-known Money Mayweather persona even more strongly. He not only invests in high-value assets, but also ensures that his lifestyle remains highly visible to the public. The reported property acquisition quickly became a trending topic, shaping the narrative of a man who continues to embrace extravagance regardless of speculation about his financial stability and refusing to step away from the luxury-driven image that defined his fame.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
However, it didn't take long for doubts to emerge about the reported $42 million property deal linked to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Some reports began suggesting that the situation may have been overstated, with claims that he does not fully own the buildings as initially implied. Instead, it is alleged that his involvement could be limited to partial ownership or smaller investment stakes rather than complete control of the properties. This has led to further debate about how such deals are being presented publicly and whether the scale of the investment has been exaggerated in media coverage.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter. He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in the apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Floyd, you can't just do that with Upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in Upper Manhattan.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has continued to project an image of extreme wealth, even as ongoing rumors and legal discussions circulate around his finances. In the same period, he was also linked to claims of acquiring a new private jet reportedly valued at an extraordinary figure, a move that quickly fueled online debate about whether it was meant as a financial statement rather than just a purchase. Despite whispers of lawsuits and bankruptcy speculation, Mayweather appears determined to maintain his signature image of unstoppable wealth. For him, public perception seems to play a major role, where being seen as rich carries as much weight as actual financial standing, though he is also widely known for his dramatic displays of cash, often appearing with backpacks filled with stacks of money during public appearances. Rather than subtle displays of success, his style has always leaned toward bold visibility, reinforcing a persona built on constant, unapologetic flaunting of wealth.
He doesn't settle for subtle flexes. He wants people to see his money.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7 where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're going to make.
For Floyd Mayweather Jr., it's always been about image, constantly reinforcing the idea that he's still the richest and flashiest man in any room. From over-the-top public appearances to his massive luxury watch collection, he has carefully built a brand centered on excess and visibility that he often claimed that showing his lifestyle was simply about sharing his success. But many people interpreted it as pure flexing designed to maintain his Money Mayweather persona. Now, with ongoing reports and speculation about financial struggles, those past habits are being re-examined more critically. Every major purchase he publicly showcased now gets analyzed. And for critics, it all adds up to one narrative. One where constant spending and heavy lifestyle branding may have played a role in why questions about his finances keep resurfacing today.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full of watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Avi & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Avi & Co. As you can see, Avi & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course, just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're going to go here first. And of course, the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next one.